Hey guys, Asher here, and I thought I'd finally take a bit of time to do something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. That is, do a little bit of a hobby vlog blog thing. Now, personally, I love seeing what other people are doing in terms of hobby. And recently, because I've moved and haven't been able to do any painting or modelling really for about a month, watching what everybody else has been doing on Intel has really kept me going and kept me wanting to come back to Antares. So, now that I have got a little area set up where I can actually do some hobby, I thought that I'd record a little something, show people what I'm working on, hopefully give somebody a little bit of inspiration the same way you guys have been inspiring me for the last month. So, let's have a look at what's on the bench. So here we go. First up the front, a couple of casualties from my recent battle with Dan. He certainly did a number on the forces of Al Gore. So I've got an Avenger in need of a bit of repair, an Intruder that's in a bit of repair, and up the back here, the heavy mag cannon, something which I have happily invested in after all the troubles his M4s gave me. So I've got that based. Now I've based that with an interesting little resin sand texture medium thing that I picked up while it was on sale at a craft shop recently. So that's given a nice textured base. Now it is a bit shiny, so hopefully I'm going to get some primer on that today and see how it comes up. Lurking up the back here, I've got one little assault man who has yet to be based, even though I have painted most of him. And lurking in the middle here, the rest of my Concord, which I really should get around to finishing off. So I've got a New Hue, I've got a T7, I've got a squad of interceptors, and I have the miscellaneous drone party over here. Now, these guys have all had their base colours done, so really it's just going to be a matter of getting in there, painting up some stuff like their visors, doing the details on the New Hue, who is steadily refusing to come into focus. So, it's only a temporary setup, but I've got a little paint rack, I've got my paints hiding over here, I've got my computer so I can listen to the Freeborn Shard while I'm doing hobby. So yeah, not a bad little setup at the moment. Hopefully once I get some desks, it'll be a bit nicer. Sitting over here, I've got a more or less untouched box of the Strike-On Kara 9, which I'm going to try and paint up for the store. I also have a little pile of bits here. So I've got another assault squad that is waiting on some plasma carbines to turn into an assault command squad, even though I've already got my indomitable leader, Kuran Tor, converted away, and a couple of mag cannons just sitting around waiting for something to do. Finally, occupying the windowsill, I've got a pile of miscellaneous terrain here that I'm going to do up as a little 4x4 table just to do some, to have set up permanently at the store to do some demo armies on. So a little Freeborn versus Boromite skirmish. I've even come up with a little scenario for them. And then finally, over here, my Algorand just soaking up the sun a bit. Hopefully they're going to get a case to live in once everything's set up, but for now, they're just enjoying their freedom over there. So there we go, that's what I'm working on at the moment. What are you guys working on? Please go ahead, share with me. I'd love to see the inspiration. So the rest of my goals for today, going to get some basing done on the guys who aren't done yet, going to try and prime the mag cannon, and then hopefully do some details on the C3 and get them looking a bit more table ready. So I'm going to try and do this like every week, every couple of weeks. It really just depends on how much time I have to actually do hobby. So that's me. That's what's on my bench. What's on yours?